Hi,
Hola,
hola,
¿cómo
Nancy.
estás?
How are you?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien,
Sí.
gracias.
Pues ella habla Russian, you speak Russian. Pero ni una palabra de español.
I only know spasibo. I think that's how you say it.
Sure.
Something. Anyhow, Dyan, you are opening yourself to share a good portion of your life on screen. You're part of the writing process. How did you determine how much you wanted to share for the screen?
Oh my goodness, you put it that way, and I thought, what a fool I was. But when you write a book, it's just words on a page, and you can picture anything you want from those words. But when you see it put on the screen, it's a whole different experience. But I must say that some of it's very difficult for me to watch, and that's for two reasons. First being that it really happened. The second being that it was reenacted by two brilliant actors who made me revisit it and refeel it, which was not always pleasant. But for the most part, it was because it was great drama that they were portraying, and they made me feel it to such an extent that it was disturbing. However, I'm thrilled with the production. I'm thrilled with the actors and actresses, and delighted with the whole thing. And it has, in a way, brought me closure.
I got to watch the 4 episodes, and yes, episode 3 definitely raises some voices that I imagine those were the difficult scenes.
It was the third episode that was very difficult for me. I didn't sleep that night. I saw that at home on my small screen after I'd seen dailies. I was seeing dailies every day, but when I saw the third episode, I didn't sleep that night. And it's because it brought up feelings because these two were so wonderful in it.
Jason, a lot of times people say they work on creating their own character when you're playing a character based on a book. But this is a little different. So how did you prepare to play Cary Grant?
I mean, I did everything because I was terrified, naturally you would be. I read everything. I watched the movies. They weren't really any help because I was playing the man who was playing Cary Grant. And although I found some things, I found one illicitly recorded interview that he didn't let interviews be recorded. Didn't really do many. He didn't want people to know who he was. That helped with the voice, but mostly it was talking to Dyan. I mean, reading a book, which chronicles so brilliantly not only how difficult he was and how damaged he was, and how much damage he created, but also where that came from. And that really gave the whole thing an emotional foundation that made sense to me. I mean, I understand being a different person in different situations. I get that. All actors, many actors have an understanding of that, but his was so extreme. His background was so deprived, and so he was so abandoned, so abused, so unloved, and felt so unlovable, that all of his terrible behavior that made that marriage so catastrophic by the end was explainable, if not excusable. And it was reading Dyan's book and then talking to Dyan, who held nothing back. And I could ask her anything at all. Some stuff extremely inappropriate that you were fabulous about answering.
Dyan, I'm sure you were involved in choosing the cast. What was it about Jason that you knew was the one to play Cary? Was it his acting, his good looks, the charming?
Very, very cheap.
All the above, but I wasn't sure of anything until I saw what I saw. You hope you're going to get it. He wasn't, Jason, excuse me, is a first-class actor, but how is an actor playing an actor? That's a whole different thing. And not just playing an actor, but one of the most beloved actors in the world. At that time, he was one of the biggest movie stars in the world. How do you prepare for acting that? So we hoped we had made the right choice. And we did. We did, because he not only came through.
She's got no choice.
What?
You have to say that now.
No, I don't have to. I don't have to. If I didn't like it, I would say that too. I'd say he's okay. You saw all 4 segments?
I did. One
What
sit
did you
down.
think?
I loved it.
She can tell me. I was honest. She can be.
It was okay.
What did you think?
No, I loved it. And that's where I was like, wow, episode 3 must have been very, very hard. If it was my life being portrayed and when things are a little getting chaotic, I mean, anybody is gonna be emotional about it.
Understanding that.
No, it's amazingly brave of you, not just of Dyan, to put this the inner workings of that very toxic environment on screen and such a personal thing, but also of Jennifer, who really adored her dad, and he was lovely to her, and she remembers this doting, charming man. To agree to be part of this thing that showed many other colors and sides of him that she didn't see or witness at all, and to keep her name and to stay involved on the whole project. I think both of them really are remarkable for being involved.
Definitely. And I was like Cary, the coaster. I'm always putting coasters. So there was a laugh of mine.
Right. I think that's the least of it. If that was the worst he got, they'd probably still be married. Yeah, you know when he puts the coaster under a cup.
Yes.
The morning after
Yes.
you were married.
Yes.
That yeah, if that was
the least of it.
yeah.
Well,
that was the least of it.
well, thank you so much for your time. I
I
really
have a
appreciate it.
question for you.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Why is that picture in back of you at an odd angle?
You know what? I don't know.
Look at it.
It's
It's been like
Oh.
I think it's meant to be like that. Maybe not, I don't know.
the design, something different. Look, you got to ask.
No, it looks good. It looks great.
You're right. Thank you.
Thank you so much again. Congratulations. And
Thanks so much.
it was pleasant to speak to you. Felices fiestas, feliz Navidad.
Feliz
Feliz
Año Nuevo, Tatiana.
Navidad.
Gracias. Thank you. Bye-bye.